He's like, have you talked to Maggie at all? And I'm like, no. And he's like, she's sick. And I was like, well, what is it? And he's like, it's cancer and it's everywhere. And he was crying.
It's gonna make me cry. That's awful. What's
You
up?
look you look good. Jeez. I woke
I
up
don't like when people say that, because does that mean I looked crappy last time? What are you saying exactly?
and
What are
yeah,
you saying?
I would say you build a better look each time we do this.
Okay.
I think it's just can't wait till the next one.
That's what our stepdad Jim would always say. I can't wait till tomorrow. Why? Because I get better looking every day.
That's
So
it.
yeah. You look nice too.
No, I don't. But
No.
thanks. Um
Celebrate good times. Come on.
so it's Groundhog Day again.
Again.
And
Did he see his shadow or not? I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention at all.
Okay.
So I'm
It's
not
so
sure.
funny because I feel like once you leave Pennsylvania, nobody talks about Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
And I remember when I lived in Vegas and I was like, oh, it's Groundhog Day. And somebody like literally had no idea, like has never even heard of it.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I'm definitely not in the right region. So
I think they do like a burrowing owl here is what they did. The burrowing owl see his shadow.
Yeah, I think they have some kind of turtle or something here.
Yeah.
So anyways, besides Groundhog Day.
Oh, anything else happening today or?
It is my 4-year Cancerversary. Meaning I got diagnosed 4 years ago. And this is a day that they said I would never see. But here I am in all of its glory.
Well,
so we're celebrating.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, since we're celebrating, would you care to share just that day 4 years ago and what went down?
Yeah. So I was actually living in Branson, Missouri at that time by myself. I was working there and I was complaining for months. I kept saying how bad my chest plate hurt. And I just kept saying, it feels like my bones are breaking. And they diagnosed me with acid reflux disease. So I was on these steroids for a little bit and something to help acid reflux, which obviously didn't help the pain at all. And then it started in my back. And I remember I was like, oh my gosh, if the pain in my chest is in my back, like I'm going to throw myself in front of a bus, because it literally felt like my bones were like just slowly being like broken, like chipped away. And so I thought maybe, they thought that maybe I had like a kidney stone. So I went to the ER and I was all by myself, and they did an MRI. And I was sitting there just kind of waiting. And the nurse comes back in and she has like this really weird look on her face. And she goes, you don't have kidney stones. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was just like, whatever, I'm just getting old. And she's like, you have stage 4 cancer. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, She's like, it's in your spine and your liver and your lungs and your kidneys. And they only did like the scan from here down. And she said, so they didn't even see like up here. And she goes, do you have like a lump in your breast? And I was like, well, yeah, but they said it was a cyst. And she's like, yeah, she's like, you probably have breast cancer. And I'm just like, what do you say to that? I just remember I was just like, I didn't feel anything. Like I wasn't, I just like went numb. And she was like, I was like, well, am I gonna be okay? And she just gave me this look like, no. you have stage 4 cancer. It's everywhere. And she's like, you need to start chemo like immediately. And then I was like, okay. And I couldn't even move. And she's like, well, I'm gonna bring someone in. There's a nurse here that's has breast cancer, and she can talk to you. And at that time, I didn't want to talk to anybody. I was just like, get me the F out of here. Like I need to like call my husband, like my family, and see like what I should do. And they brought in this lady, and I don't even know what she said to me. I don't know. I just remember we both started crying, and I was like, I need to go. I just need out of here. And then I think I called Bobby, and I told him. But it was just, I was just like, there was like really no emotion for a while until like that night, like after we scheduled like doing a biopsy and everything. And I started Googling because I've never really known anybody with cancer. I've never lost anyone to cancer. So I honestly didn't even know. I didn't know about the stages, like nothing. So I started Googling, and I was just like, oh, this is really fucking bad. It's like, this is really bad. And then from there, it just got worse. I mean, when they found out the type I had, and the news did not get any better. It just got worse. And then when they found out that my cancer is very rare and very aggressive, and I'm already in stage 4, they basically told me I have 2 years, like max, like get your like stuff together. But that didn't work out. So I'm here 4 years, and 5 years of survival rate is less than 5%. And I know I'm going to make it 5 years. I'm going to make it 5 years. I'm going to make it 10. Like I said before, I'm not going to die of cancer. It's going to be something completely different.
That'd be nice.
That's my goal. So make it interesting, God, because this isn't taking me out. So yeah, it's really exciting.
When did you tell Dad?
I told him, I think I called him I called him that day. Probably after I talked to Bobby. And because I was a couple hours behind y'all. So it was probably later in the evening for him. And that was so funny. He was just like, he didn't really seem that concerned. He was like, well, you're going to fight this, right? Well, yeah. He's like, all right, Megster, you got it. Give it the old college try. I was like, okay, which is good, because I feel like when people start to panic, you start to panic, and he was pretty calm. And then didn't he call you? How did that conversation go?
Yeah, so I can remember every time Dad has ever called me during the day, during a work day. He never calls me during a work day. He called me when Pap died, and he called me when Rudy died, our dog. Aww. And then, yeah, on February 2nd, I remember looking down at my phone, and I go, well, this is never good.
Yeah. And you can't be calling about the groundhog. It's not that important.
No. he started beating around the bush, and it's like already I know something's wrong. And he's like,
Mm.
"How are you? Like, what are you doing?" I'm
He
like,
gets this tone in his voice.
"Yeah, you just know that he's like
It is
winding up for something."
yeah.
And
Yeah, I remember telling him, he's like, "Well, are you gonna tell Scott and Chris?" I go, "I can't." I was like, "I can't tell anybody else. Like, I'm done." I was so like emotionally like drained, and I didn't want to like hear one more person's like voice break, like break. And I was like, nah, like that's all you, Dad.
yeah,
Good luck with that. But yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think there was ever a point though, like I felt like I was going to die. I always just told myself like I'd get through this. And I remember you made a comment. You said, "You just watch, Megan. You're just gonna skate through this or some bullshit like you always do." You're just gonna skate through stage 4 cancer. And I hate to say like it's been easy, but I feel like I've like definitely tolerated it pretty well. And I was only on chemo for 8 months, and now I'm on this amazing new drug, Keytruda, and I have like very little side effects. I mean, besides like the pain issue, I really have like skated through it. I kept my hair, I kept my boobs. I mean, I kept my sanity really, and I'm doing really good. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky.
you've done quite a few things in the 4 years.
We both have some stuff together. Yeah.
Jumping out of planes, kissing Blarney Stones,
Yeah.
seeing the Grand Canyon.
We crossed the Devil's Bridge.
Oh yeah.
I gotta tell you, that was scarier than jumping out of a plane. Remember, I couldn't even cross it. I got to the middle and I was like, I'm done. Like I've like put my life on the line enough. I'm done with that. I don't do well with heights, I'm learning. But jumping out of a plane didn't bother me. But there's something about like the thought of just like falling off a cliff. I don't know. That is just not the way I want to
Well, I mean, nobody's like there to like catch you or save you. Like when you're doing
exactly.
the whole jumping out of a plane, it's like, well, you
So
hope
many
these guys know what they're
precautions.
doing, but when you're out
Yeah.
there just walking the path, like it's all you. If you slip, like nobody's gonna cradle
Right.
you.
And there's so many people that go missing in national parks. Like, and I think that some of it is you feel like you're safe and you're in this new terrain and you're, exploring. I'm sure people fall all the time off stuff. Never, and their bodies are never found. They're probably eaten by wildlife. Right. Or cannibals. I don't know. I mean, if I was a cannibal, I'd just wait at the bottom of cliffs.
Just post up, wait at the bottom.
Just waiting for people to fall down.
Ah, how fortuitous.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done a lot before. I moved to Florida, moved back, moved to Phoenix. It's been a wild ride. We did a lot. Went to Puerto Rico. A lot of day trips. Went cross country. So
some good living.
We definitely put the pedal to the metal. It was no slowing down once I got that diagnosis. It was more like, all right, we only got 2 years. Like let's fit some stuff in ASAP.
Yeah.
Which we have to do another family trip too.
Yeah.
It's just hard with COVID because you don't want to go somewhere and half the stuff is closed.
Yeah. No, I know.
So,
and like traveling is a pain in the butt. Just with COVID. Half the flights are canceled. And if you're traveling, a normal day is tack on 5 hours for all the delays and all the crap. it's just not fun.
It's not. It really
And
isn't.
I don't even, I mean, I don't even know how other countries are, like as far as, yeah, like, are they locked down or are things open or does it feel like you're in a war zone when you're there? Like,
Yeah, I'm not
do
sure
you really
either.
want to do that?
Yeah, do you want to pay all that money and go somewhere and it's just like, you know, you're in lockdown?
Yeah.
No. But at the same time, is this how it's going to be for a while? When you're
Yeah.
diagnosed with a terminal illness and then the world shuts down, it's a little like, well, that was shitty timing. Sort of had some shit I wanted to do.
Had a few things on my list.
Right. So we'll just stay in the States. There's a lot to see here.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
so what else is new? How's eBay?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we should talk about that. How's your
Mm,
store going?
I've had a few issues.
Uh-oh. Tell me about it.
Like product issues. So I've had to issue a refund once.
Well, walk me through that. How did that go? What was the item?
It was a Keurig,
And it didn't
and
work?
I was missing the filter part that like goes into like where the water is. And
Okay.
so I just ordered one off Amazon and sent it to them with a $10 eBay gift card. Said sorry. That
Yeah.
was really it. I mean, that's like the worst of my issues, really.
Yeah. Was that yeah, I was good. So, I worry about that because like so far everything's gone pretty smoothly. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's if you pay attention to anybody that does it, it's inevitable. You're gonna run into somebody that says, hey, this isn't what you described, or hey, this is missing, or hey, this doesn't work.
Oh, that was another thing. I had I put down like the wrong model number or
Yeah.
something. And I was like, wow, people really look at this stuff like close.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it all looks the same to me. Like it was like a heater.
Right.
And so yeah, that was another one that I refunded half his money and let him keep the heater. And I was just like, sorry, like, what are you gonna do? I mean, it said on the box, it's a weird story, but it really
Yeah.
wasn't.
What
Mistakes happen.
I had that, and that's, I guess you got to pay a lot of attention when you're listing something because I bought something and like the box had a model on it, but
Yeah.
I could just tell from looking at, the serial number on the actual like thing that they were different. The box and the thing had different like model numbers, and I'm just like,
That's what happened to me.
dang, I don't know how to even describe this. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why, they say try not to sell everything. It's more like find a certain category or niche, get really familiar with all that, and then stick to that.
Yeah,
Um,
that makes sense.
yeah,
Because you will, if you're trying to do too much stuff, you will make mistakes.
right.
Um,
Did
and
they
it
give
gets
you a bad
overwhelming.
review?
No, that's why I'm giving out gift cards.
Yeah, you gotta.
I'm
Yeah,
buying people because one bad review can kill you when you don't
right.
have any reviews.
When you're starting out, you need every single. Well, I mean, perpetually you need good reviews, but especially when you're
Yeah.
starting out.
And I think that's how I'm going to like people that have gotten my product, I'm going to start emailing them and saying, hey, if you give me a good review, I'll send you a $5 eBay gift card because that's worth it to me. If they, for a good review. I don't
Yeah.
know. Are you allowed to do that? I think you are. Is that
So,
considered buying a review? I don't
I don't
know.
know. I'm not
I
sure
think
what
if they buy the product though, then it's not. It's when you give it out for free. Then you got to be careful of those.
yeah. I don't know how that works. I mean, it doesn't sound Like unless you're like,
Do it.
yeah, I'm not real sure. I do honest things. I don't do dishonest things like that. I'm just
Okay, well that's you.
kidding.
No one asked.
Oh, I'm sorry. um, yeah, mine's doing okay. I don't have quite the numbers that you do. When you pulled up your 90-day total, that's a little ridiculous. Have you kept at it since you showed me that? Like any
But yeah,
big
I
ticket
think I'm up
items
to.
or
I think I'm at like 1370 now.
dang.
Yeah, I've slowed down a little bit, just because we've been busy and stuff. Like I haven't been posting as much, but I just posted like 7 items last week, and they all sold. So I have a bunch of stuff to ship out. So I got money coming in. I
Cash
got
flow,
money in the
baby.
bank. So I'm doing all right.
That's cool. Yeah, I went
Yeah.
to I think I sent you some pics. I went to a yard sale.
Is that where you got the jeans or whatever? You were trying to figure out.
No, I got those at Goodwill. And thank you for if anybody is watching who participated in the Find It. I think
Find
everybody.
brand.
So couple things. I think it was what did we ultimately? It was something spa.
It was like in yeah.
Something in Italy, something spa. Whoever
Yeah.
said that, I think a couple people said that. But then it was also like the Patrizia Pepe. That I don't know. I think they're like related or something. They're like from
Yeah.
the same
It was weird because when you bring up one, that came up with it.
right.
That's
Like
why I
they
said
both
maybe it's like the same manufacturer or same company, and it's like this is the company, and then that's the like jeans. I don't know.
maybe
But
somebody that's listening can comment about clearing up the confusion between hang on, I want to find out the name, but I know it's Patrizia Pepe, and then Tesselform Spa, made in
Hustle.
Italy.
Yeah.
Cute little flower on the logo.
Yeah.
So if Tesselform Spa and Patrizia Pepe are one and the same, somebody listening to this confirm that for us. Thank you. Appreciate
Or
it.
if someone's in Italy, please leave a comment.
Yes,
Is that a good brand?
Yeah, but I think a few very good, clue hunters chimed in on that, and we want to thank them for everything they did. And then I had a friend that had mentioned Google. What the heck is it? Google
logo, right?
What's that?
I thought they said Google logo.
Google Lens. Google Lens.
Yeah.
Where you can hold up. I guess it's an app. I still haven't used it. I need to download it. I have like no space on my phone. But you hold it up, and it basically can tell you what anything is. Like it identifies anything in the world.
That's insane.
I mean, it makes sense because like Google probably gets so many pictures of everything that it can
images.
just plug that in and be like, that's this.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to download that because you often run into that kind of thing where it's like, what is this?
Yeah.
What am I looking at?
No, and you're right. I was saying the other day, like I was watching some show and I really liked the lady's dress. And I was like, one of these days, like every show, they're just gonna have like a tag, like not a tag, but like they'll say like this dress is whatever. You'll be able to basically touch anything that's on TV and just buy it. Like that would be like the new way of advertising. It won't be commercials. It'll just be like everything on that screen you could basically buy.
That's a good, yeah. We had thought about, we were saying like, like what if you sold things like in your house, like say you bought decorations for yourself, but you also like listed them. So like they exist in your house and you freshen up your look for like a week or two until they sell. it's like you're constantly rotating, kind of your decorations in your house.
You're basically just having an estate sale like every week.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes. As long
That'd
as
be kind
you're
of cool.
Yeah, as long as you're sourcing them, cheaply enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Or
there's
buy
so many
stuff
options.
and wear it. And I mean, if it's all pre-owned and used anyways, as long as you don't stain it up, you can like rotate your wardrobe and then sell it. I think that's how like, isn't that how those apps developed anyways? Like Rent the Runway and all that. Like,
Yeah. I mean, Rent the Runway that's a good one. Yeah, pretty much. As long as it's like high end, I don't think anyone's gonna be renting like, the low end stuff. Because you might as well just buy it.
yeah,
Like there has to be like that sweet spot
right, worth
of
something.
like buying used or like I might as well get it new kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that'll be the wave of the future.
Yeah.
Once we like figure out this eBay stuff, we're just gonna start selling everything. And yeah, we'll just sell everything in our house. Like, come on in, see what you want. Make me an offer. And then you just buy new stuff.
Exactly.
I'm in. So can we talk about Max?
Yeah, we could try. I've tried to figure out how much of this I got to edit out.
What do you mean? From his story, or because it's long?
Well, from the pictures you sent me, I don't think I can pull anything up without it being rated R or.
I was just gonna describe it.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
I was just laughing.
I'll get the bleep out if I need to, but go ahead. Describe what Max did.
Well, okay. So if you follow me on Facebook, you saw my snow creation, which I did probably 15 years ago, which it was 2 snowmen,
in the act
of passion. And it was across from elementary school. So the cops did have to come at some point and knock it down.
Right.
And they got some complaints. Anyways, I posted on Facebook and I was just like, yeah, like my younger self was stupid and this is the stupid thing I did. And then it was like instant karma. I get on my email and I just see from school incident report, Max Stewart. I'm like, what? So I pull it up and it was his English teacher basically said Max drew an inappropriate drawing and he was showing it to everyone in the class. She had to pull him aside and tell him why we can't do that in school. And if I have any other questions, let me know. And so she's like, and here's the drawing. And I pull it up and it's basically a bunch of male parts, a bunch of like wieners.
Yeah.
And it just says, you love wieners in the middle. And I was like, oh my gosh. What? And his story is even funnier than what happened. So he said he made it for his friend Sam, just as a joke and put it on Sam's desk. So Sam opens up and reads it and he thought it was from the girl behind him. So Sam turns around and says, this is so nice. Thank you so much. Like in a joking manner, he's like, this is the best picture I've ever seen of this. And she was like, what? The kid shows her, she starts freaking out and takes it. And then of course she's like, I didn't draw this, and starts making this big ruckus. Then all the kids come over and Max said he's just like slinking down in his chair. Just like, oh no, this isn't happening. Because at this point, nobody knew who drew it. And then of course the teacher comes over. Could you imagine being the teacher? Picking this up and it just says, you like wieners. And there's wieners. So of course Max has to confess. And your text made me laugh when you're like, Megan, do you have any more questions for the teacher? It's like, no, I don't.
Any
Thank you so much.
questions?
I was like, no. So Max is grounded from his scooter, and he had to write an apology note to his teacher. So that was the ending of that story. But I was just like, this is, you know, I'm sitting there like laughing at my younger self and this stupid thing I did, you know, that was inappropriate. And then an hour later, it was really hard to punish him. I was trying not to laugh. I had Bobby talk to him because I tried to talk to him and I was like, not being like, I couldn't be serious. I was like, your dad is going to handle this. And so, yeah, so that was that. So little rhythm. You better have this little chat that just can't be drawing pictures like that when she gets into middle school. They don't mess around.
I can do that.
Yeah, so I just thought that was so funny, and that needed to be shared.
Oh, it was hilarious when I looked at it. I go, reminded me of Superbad, that scene.
Yes, that's exactly. That's the whole Notebook and stuff. I was like, So anyways, I think me and Bobby are gonna go to the casino tonight.
Whoa, hey, oh, what?
Well, I mean, to celebrate, I beat the odds.
So yeah.
Then we're gonna put some stuff down.
What casino do they have out there?
I don't know the name of it, but it's only like 15-20 minutes away, and it has like, it's on a reservation, and it has like everything you can want. Nice. It's really nice, actually.
That's awesome.
Except you have to pay for your drinks, which I hate that.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to Vegas. Like, just, you know, they just keep bringing them. So that's how we're going to celebrate.
That's awesome.
Good luck.
You gonna
Thank you.
Play some blackjack? What are you gonna play?
Of course. Of course.
Nice.
And yeah. It's been I mean, it's kind of a sad week because we lost our dog to cancer.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah. I actually got like a sty in my eye because I was like crying so hard. You know what it was? Is like Dad was telling me the story of like a couple nights before he passed. He just said he found him like outside one time and it was like freezing cold and he was sprawled out like on the ice. Like he had his stomach down, like his leg, like he was literally like on his stomach, like sprawled eagle. And I just started like crying because I was just like, he was probably in so much pain that like having his tummy, because it was up in his throat too by the time he got to the vet, that probably laying on that ice out in like 0-degree weather probably just felt like nice to him to try to like numb it. But that was really shitty. I hate cancer. I really do. And so I just hope that as the years go on, more people get experience like I did and can live a pretty normal life, just like any like chronic illness. You just kind of like manage it and go on to live, you know, normal life as much as you can.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that Marco, I mean, that it was cancer. It's just kind of ironic.
It is ironic. It really sucked. It made me really angry, actually. Because nobody deserves that, especially dogs. They're just so pure and innocent, and I know how painful it is. So that really made me mad. So I'm gonna fight like hell, and maybe they can start doing immunotherapy on dogs and things like that. That'd be pretty cool.
I'm sorry,
so let's end it on a good note.
Okay.
Just like to thank all my support group, my army, everyone that has done prayers and good thoughts and donations, and everyone that follows the story and shares it and just wishes us well. Like I would not be where I am without everyone's help, without everyone's encouragement. And I definitely feel the love all the time. So thank y'all so much.
Well said, Meg.
Yeah. I love you, Scuba.
I love you. Well, good luck at the casino. Hope you win a bundle.
That'd be nice. Probably won't. I feel like they always say, like, if you get lucky in love, like you're, and you know, me and Bobby, like you're like unlucky for the rest of your life. And I'm like, well, I got lucky in love, and I kind of like, you know, told the Reaper to go F himself. And so I don't know if I'll ever win anything again. Which I'm fine with that. I won the big prize, so it's all good. Now I'm just stuck with kids that make dick pics. Oh, you're gonna have to bleep that.
I got it.
All right, Skewer. I love you so much.
I love you too, Megs. Until next time.
Signing off.
See ya, hon. Happy 4 years.
Love you.
Love you.